Hey, it's Jim. It's Monday, March 18th, 2024. Uh Not feeling well. Uh and it's a lot of different things. Uh my feet have been really cold lately. Like I've had to take baths and soak my feet or take a hot shower in order to not have them feel like they're just ice cold. And it works for a while. But for about the last, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, haven't been able to sleep well. Uh, and so I've been taking my Klonopin a little bit, just like a half of a milligram when I go to bed. And then sometimes when I wake up, I just take another half milligram because it doesn't last for very long for me, even though it's got like a super long half-life. Uh, anyway, last night I slept great with no Klonopin. Uh, I'm just not real positive about the immediate future. I have a big project implementation at work that's in a couple weeks, and they really need me to do my stuff. And today's really the first day where I felt like I can't function for work. It's hard to focus. I'm very uncomfortable. My heart is kind of racing. And my abdomen aches. Uh, and it is what it is. I'm doing the best I can. I thought of something that I had never mentioned in anything. So if you're compiling like a complete list of weird shit that's happened to Jim, this should go on the list. But after I was in the Laureate in 1995 and I went through everything, and I, you know, cured myself semi. Uh, about a week later, I don't know, within the next week or so, all the skin peeled off the bottom of my feet in like one big layer. Uh, and it's kind of weird because now, after everything, uh, the skin on my feet is not like it used to be. So back then, I could lose a layer of skin on my feet. That was like just getting a sunburn. You know how you get like a really thin layer. But one of the things that this condition does, that it talked about in the article, was how it causes all the different layers of the epidermis to kind of compact. And so basically you just have like the skin on top and one other layer. And on the feet, what that basically does is it turns your skin on your feet to this really thick layer of skin, like really thick. And it makes your skin thick all over your body supposedly, but on your foot it's really noticeable. And anyway, so this is kind of gross, sorry, but like back then when my skin just peeled off my feet, it was like a sunburn. It just came off. It was real thin, like a tissue. I mean, thinner than that even. Now though, if it comes off, if I because it sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it bugs me and I'll reach down there and pull on it. And if I pull off the top layer of skin, I'd say it's about a quarter of an inch thick. I mean, maybe at least an eighth of an inch. Uh, anyway, it's really odd. But it's part of the condition. Uh, and I don't know. I have my, I think, what, third or fourth? Maybe it's my fourth. Uh, uh, Sorry, my brain is working real well. Physical therapy appointment today at 3 o'clock, and I'm gonna go because I'm trying to keep everything as normal as possible for everybody in my life, and everybody expects me to go to physical therapy. I got a plan for physical therapy. I'll go. And it gets me out of work, and I don't feel well. So I'm gonna go. I may not enjoy it. It may be a bad idea. I don't know. I had some ice cream the night before last. And that was, might have been the same night that Kelly and I went out and to Napa Flats and just sat at the bar. They've got the best Brussels sprouts there, and I actually had a drink for the first time in, I don't know, at least a month. And which isn't supposed to be good for me either. But I'm just tired of pushing, and it's hard. And I make everything so normal for everybody, and it's not normal for me. I mean, it is a normal, but it's not a good normal. And yeah, I'm thinking that, you know, we're getting close here. I don't know what else to say, it's difficult. And I've done all the documenting I can do. So now I'm just blogging to say, hey, my name is Jim Craddock, and I've got this condition. It's iatrogenic. I saved myself by giving it to myself based upon early 20th century research. The condition puts your body into a completely different state than any other human on earth, is basically what I would say. And you can read about it on my website, jimcraddock.com, or the links are in this video from my blog, and the stories posted on there too. But all the information for this condition has been basically not allowed to ever be on the internet. So the book's still out there somewhere that I read from, and I'm sure that that's not the only copy of that book, and that that's not the only copy of that research. But somebody somewhere decided that, hey, this written stuff that's in the public domain doesn't need to be in the public domain on the internet, and that's crazy. But it's true. And as a result, even though I know exactly what is wrong with me, there's no doctor on earth that has ever believed me. I've been to the Cleveland Clinic, been to 2 university hospitals, obviously my primary care, various specialists. And as I've gone through this condition throughout my life and all the stages it puts you through, it's so insidious the way it works, which is literally what the article said. It said it's an insidious condition because you don't have any clinical symptoms. You don't have blood test results that are abnormal, because it literally changes how things work. And like I said, it's different than any other human being on earth. So, it's crazy. And I'm taking it day to day. And when my wife asked me about vacation plans, I'm like, yeah, let's do that. But I don't, I'm not guaranteeing I'll be here, and I don't think I'll be here. I've had an interesting life. I'm 54. I'm fairly sure I will not see 55. However, when I was 52, I didn't think I'd see 53. So, but at some point, the jig is up. And, this thing has gone through my, over 28 years, it's gone through my body. gone through my muscles now, moved to my abdominal area, to the intestines and things, and you know, it's used in everything it can to generate ATP, and I'm it's called terminal onset diabetes with insipidus with candidiasis major, and it's the candidiasis that invades the cells and causes a whole shift of things, and that's due to a change in how the pituitary works that's instigated by this iatrogenic solution. So, you know, it sounds crazy, but if I'm not around when you're watching this, it was true, right? I look perfectly healthy, right? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, family, I love you, and I push every day for you, and try to keep your life as normal as I can. And I love you.